Demon's Roots, not Demon's Roots or Demon's Roots. Yes, without an apostrophe, so the roots don't belong to the demons, so I don't know what the title means. I guess it can just literally be a name that spells demons and roots. Distracted already? Well, anyway, Demon's Roots is a recently, at time of writing, properly translated RPG Maker game. When you open the game, you're greeted with a cutscene. Might as well play it to you. Huh, they can afford a weird cutscene, and even have some original BGM. That's the sign of an ambitious game, by board game standards. The plot's about a demon girl as she participates in the demon invasion against humanity. And there are like, a lot of human slaves. Like 40% of the entire population lot. Ah, I see, the demons here will be like the good guys and liberate the slaves from the bunch of asshole snobby humans. Hey, alright, I'm ready for this game to fucking bore me to death. Spoiler for this video, I fucking love this game. The characters are very fun and the story is tragic. The ending almost made me cry. Almost. It takes more to melt this ancient slab of low background steel. This is one of those games that makes you depressed when it ends. It's so good that its priority was bumped way up from my original review list. I think I should draw the world first. It's someplace known as the continent, or something, and it's surrounded by a mountain range and split in the middle by a huge lake. Outside the mountains is the domain of the Ultra Beasts, illogically powerful monsters that humans are not meant to fight. The entire continent, both north and south, is either ruled directly or is a vassal of the Empire. Okay, that's it. Anyway, the plot. You are the demon Death Polka. Funky name, I know! The demons, having been driven to the Dark Realm or something since the demon lord was killed almost 8,000 years ago, have invaded humanity in a desperate attempt to not go extinct. I'll let you read that for a bit. The war begins in the kingdom of Bohelos. Funky name, I know! Which is one of the few kingdoms that do not practice slavery. And after winning, the demons have probably officially become critically in danger. Also, Polka decides to form and lead a special commando unit that infiltrates and topples the governments, since the demons themselves are too undermanned and under-equipped for a proper war. Of course, a commando unit isn't made up of just a single girl. Eventually you meet other folks sympathetic to your cause, mostly slaves though. Eventually, your team consists of a demon girl, a slave in bikini armor, a gladiator, a flying painting, a femboy, an FBI agent, a serial killer, and Frederick Barbarossa. Did you say FBI agent? All of them are interesting fellows, with their own reasons to support Polka's goals. I had two thoughts in the early parts of the game. First is that the demons are so puny. How the hell are they supposed to conquer the world? And second is that the humans seem much more concerned with making their slaves suffer than with the demons. It's as if they're asking to be defeated. I'm really tired of playing the underdog good guys. Why can't we be an evil superpower, fighting an evil superpower foes? That's why I love World War II, cause it's evil as shit versus evil as shit. In the East at least. Soon enough my judgment that the game will bore me became premature, and it changed at around Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is where the plot gets wild. While it is true that the first few rulers we fight are snobby idiots who live only to abuse slaves, underestimating the enemy is the biggest sin you can commit. The Empire doesn't abuse and exploit slaves just for the heck of it. It is more accurate to think of them as a brutal machine that fuels itself with the lives of slaves. Their emperor is someone who fully thinks of mankind as statistics and numbers, hell-bent on improving mankind no matter the cost. You won't hesitate to sacrifice the 90% for the betterment of the 10%, though that kind of makes him seem like the CEO of humanity trying to convince his shareholders to not abandon the company. The ending's really sad. I almost cried when Death Polka lay there dying as the humans and demons went to war against each other again. By the end, the demons she fought so hard for were exterminated, and her efforts and sacrifices have all gone to waste. Panther! Spoilers! Please, I haven't been able to sleep these past few days from the depression the ending gave me. I need to gush out. I need to spill my troubles. There lies a poor girl who tried her damnedest to reject the fate of her people, only to realize her efforts are for naught. Please, stop this pounding in my head. I think the ending is the best ending I've ever read in a non-visual novel Eroge. Even among visual novels, it probably competes with the Devil on G-Strings ending. Okay, calm down, Panther. Let's talk gameplay. Gameplay is just the old RPG Maker turn-based combat, but with both random encounters and enemy sprites on the map that you can backstab. Backstabbing results in the enemy getting confused for a turn and has a small chance of instantly winning the battle, which almost never fucking happens. Also, the ultimate skills have a pretty neat cut-in animation. Anyway, I don't think I need to elaborate more on this. The sex scenes. The sex scenes are a bit of an afterthought here, and there's even the option to completely skip R18 content. There are 3 types of sex scenes: the fuckland scenes, random in-game scenes, and the bad end scenes. The fuckland scenes are essentially consensual, almost lovey-dovey prostitution scenes. They have their own currency used to buy exclusive treasure maps and equipment. It even has its own gacha system that determines what scenes and how much currency you get. The random in-game scenes are the usual stuff. Someone gets raped, or has sex in some relevance to the plot. The bad end scenes seem to be what the devs are most focused on. When you lose a battle, you have the option to go do the bad ending. Essentially, the girls and femboy, yes, the femboy as well, are shipped into the death camp, prison where slaves are sent to die. They are tortured and abused and raped and experimented for months or something until they die and have their corpses processed into soap, maybe, I don't know. Hoping for them to stay alive is probably your sadistic side revealing itself. I gotta hand it to the devs. They really know how to dehumanize people. It's not just the usual boring methods of gang rape, stuff a normal vibrator inside the girl, or pump her full of drugs, though those two are available. How do they think to use a dildo the length of a human spine and stuff it into a girl's mouth 24/7? Or denying a girl the ability to urinate till her belly swells from the piss in her body? Well, it doesn't step into gore territory, so it's still bearable. However, about half of the stuff happening here is just text. Though I suppose the characters' tormented sprites tell a story of their own. Anyway, I deem the sex scenes here to be... drumroll, not word masturbating. Well, the fuckland scenes are usable for a fact. They are nothing special. The bad end scenes are interesting in theory, and perhaps worth studying in case you need to abuse slaves in the future somehow. However, my 7.5cm gun here doesn't agree in studying the wonderful art of abusing people. Hey, don't be intimidated by the gruesome content. You can turn off R18 content, remember? Oh yeah, about that bad ending prison. There's a stupidly long dungeon there. 20 floors, I heard, that you can play along with your mostly crippled comrades. There are a lot of monsters here. All of them will one-hit kill someone's ass. And you can one-hit kill most of their asses as well. But only 2 of the 7 characters you have here can attack. This part plays like a puzzle game where you avoid enemies and choose the paths of least resistance. At its core, it's just another place to see your characters suffer further. I didn't finish this one since it's a bit too hard for me to do without cheats. Also worth mentioning is the music. It has such a thick selection of it that this game has the balls to have a music gallery. It even proudly sells its original BGM on DL site. Overall, Demon's Roots has one of the best stories I've ever read from a porn game. It starts a bit slow, but has an incredible ending. The world is well made and the characters are interesting. The gameplay is standard, and the sex scenes are half mediocre and half sadistic torture stuff where you need to be accompanied by your parents to watch. I'm a sucker for porn games with good stories and good characters, despite the porn taking a backseat. So I'll give this a 9 out of 10, and into the recommendable tier it goes. This is also apparently a prequel of the dev's previous game, King's Exit, which currently only has a disgraceful MTL. Here's hoping we get a proper translation one day. Well shit, this one feels like a proper review, huh? I'm supposed to be the fucker who pisses on games and complains about everything. Shut up, Panther, stop making this video harder to make. Don't close the video just yet. I'm doing delaying tactics for the BGM here. Anyway, I love this game. Give it a peek if it interests you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned.